accomplished. But why don't you tell us, how do you define success? What does success mean to Joe Segal?
Success, for me, is what I feel inwardly. You know, you feel you've done the job or you haven't done the job. You feel you have completed it or you've left it incomplete. I'm not a one-man show. I have a wife. I've been married to her for 66 years. And I have to tell you, I never went to her to solicit advice. I went to her to make her be informed as to what I was going to do. And I wanted her, because she was my partner, to understand the ramifications of my success or failure. That's why we're still together 66 years. There's been no hidden agenda. And that applies to business too. There's no hidden agenda in business. If you can't put it on the table, you're not going to succeed. Now I have 4 kids, 2 sons, 2 daughters. Now when I started, they didn't exist. But then they grew, they went to school, and I had to make sure, when I got married, I said to myself, my obligation is to my wife. That's number 1. Then I had children, and my responsibility was to my children. So you have to make a sacrifice in everything in life. You want to take something out of it, you put something in. And I devoted my early years to being successful because I wanted to establish an environment for my kids. And I've done pretty well. I live like a king, and I'm not ashamed of it. But by the same token, what is a measurement of success? I see so many people that have nowhere to turn, no one to speak to. You know, if they need $1,000 and they go to the bank's not interested, it's too small. So they go to the credit union, and the credit union says, do you own a house? You build a reputation, you build a business on a solid foundation. That's where it starts. You can build the most magnificent house on sand, and the water comes along and the house disappears. So if you have a solid foundation, you build your house 1 brick at a time. And when it's finished, it stands the test of time. It used to be, what were the 3 bad wolves? But that's life. It's symbolic. So it's the same thing with the business. You build a reputation. If you're going to be building a business, you're an entrepreneur, and you know, what you should have said to me is, what is an entrepreneur? And I would give you my definition of an entrepreneur.
Okay.
But when you build a business, it's a 2-way street. I can't think of any business where you can be successful without relating to A, the people you do business with, and B, the people that you employ. And then if you are cognizant of that fact, you know, this is my reach. I want to build a business. I want it to get a little bigger. I have to join hands. That's my employees. I join hands with my employees. The bigger the circle,